Hey there, I'm Jessica Canty. I am your life and career strategist. I have a passion for helping melanin millennial moms who want high achieving careers. Is that you? Are you tired of being overworked and underpaid? Are you ready to have a more fulfilling job? Well, stay right where you are because our guest of honor just came in the room, and I'm thrilled to be able to talk to people about living their passion, living their dream careers. And today is going to be one of those conversations. We're going to be having some model moves, some model convo. So stay right where you are because our coming in this space. Welcome you all. So glad to see you on this evening call. I know you could have been somewhere else in the world. Ooh, see that gorgeous face? I told y'all we were going to have some model conversations. Welcome. I was just saying, I always love to talk to people who are living their passion, living their superpowers. So I can't wait to get into your superpower, get into how you started your career. But I want to pass the microphone so you can introduce yourself so we can get into this tasty conversation.
Awesome. Hi everyone. I'm Latosha Donaby, known as Cherokee Marie.
Hey, okay, so Latosha, Cherokee Marie. That means there's a story behind it. We've got Latosha, but then we got Cherokee Marie. How did we come to Cherokee Marie, the model? How did that all start?
I am Cherokee Indian, which inspired my name. I'm Indian and Black.
Okay. I'm a bit partial to your name because Marie is my sister's middle name and is my daughter's middle name and my mom. So I just know that you're going to be a wonderful person. Okay, so Cherokee, I said model moves. How did you start your career modeling? What does that even look like for you?
I started my career at 15. I did Miss Teen USA. I was 15. I've always wanted to model. It's been a dream of mine since I was little. I remember opening magazines and I would look in them and I would just tell myself, that's going to be me one day, So, yeah.
Absolutely. We are kindred spirits. I'm a former university queen and I've competed in pageants and even my 10-year-old has. And so I know that takes a lot of effort, a lot of support. Who was in your corner as a child encouraging you to go through these to go through the interviews, the hair, the gowns? You had to have somebody in your corner. Who was there to support you?
Oh my, I have an older brother. He was there. He was there the entire time. My mom, she was there, but she was more on the back end. I had so many sponsors and oh gosh, it was just so many people behind me.
Wow. That means that you had a tribe of people who believed in you. Now, I noticed that you didn't share about your dad. What role would that play in your confidence and passion in pageants?
I grew up without my dad. So growing up without my dad, it was pretty hard for me. I leaned to my older brother a lot. He was more of a father figure to me.
Wow. Your older brother definitely sowed some seeds into making you a wonderful professional woman. So, one of the things that happens with pageants is they get a bad rep for being shallow, for being just a beauty contest. What do you say about that when people say it's another way for girls to get dressed up and parade around the stage? What do you think about that?
I grew up a very shy little girl. I believe being in pageants opened up my confidence. I really do. It not only opened up my confidence, I had a problem speaking in front of groups of people, and that helped me. So I wouldn't give it a bad rep or anything. It built your confidence as a young girl. It really does.
Absolutely. I just love your explanation for building confidence. We live in a digital space where young girls are seeing so many images that are touched up and airbrushed, and they don't realize that is manufactured. So to join an establishment, if you will, that looks at their outer beauty, but you're saying it's building the inner beauty. That you're actually able to speak in front of people. What about it made you able to speak in front of people and build your confidence?
I would say growing up without my dad, I was more of an introvert. I stayed to myself. I didn't really like large groups of people. I shied away from a lot of stuff. So when my brother, I actually went to modeling and acting school when I was 13. So doing that, I spoke in front of groups of people, but the pageant, it allowed me to get on stage. I was in front of thousands of people. And I remember getting out there on stage, and I remember them asking me, had I been crowned, what would that moment mean? What would it mean to me? And I looked out there, and there were so many people that were cheering me on, and I stood there. I couldn't speak, but by the end, I remember I did say something, and there were so many pictures and photographers there, and I felt good about myself, you know, because I'd never done anything like that. So that allowed me to get into like runway modeling and so forth. So I took it a step further.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad you said that, because that's a great segue to the question I was thinking as you were speaking. You were talking about how you went from 13, taking the classes, being in the pageant when you're 15. So, and you started modeling. What else have you done with your career? And it was really rooted in you being able to do these pageants. What are you doing now?
I'm in the medical field. I've always had a passion for helping people. So I went to, outside of my modeling, my brother, I kind of lost him for a minute. He was incarcerated for a minute. So with that being said, I stepped back from my modeling and I did schooling for nursing. So I put my modeling on the back burner, but then it was a passion. So of course I wanted to continue to do that. So after my nursing, I still pursued my modeling. I started acting. I did movies, and oh gosh, I've done a little bit of everything.
Wow, wow, wow. So you from a model to being a model citizen as a nurse. Oh my goodness. And we know in 2020, we understand just how critical the healthcare field is, just how critical those essential workers are to how we're going to come out of this global pandemic. So I don't take it lightly to be able to talk to someone who is trained in being able to care for others. So you said movies. You know, I'm excited about that. So tell us a little bit about that.
I just did a movie 2018. I worked alongside Selma Blair. I'm in the movie Mom and Dad. Yes, so
Congratulations.
thank you. I was very excited to do that. I also just did a movie. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Yeah, it just came out actually November 1st. So
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. Awesome. You know, I just want to say, because I know I want to jump into that new movie, but I want to let you know, I don't know if you see all this love that you're getting on this side, but someone said it's the resiliency for me. Absolutely. And they're saying that they can relate to your story. And I'm so grateful that you're being transparent, because a lot of people can learn from the hurdles you had to overcome, the triumphs and the tragedies. To be able to share that in a public space can really encourage everyone else. And someone also said, congrats. Congratulations. So tell me about this movie.
I just did a movie. It's called A New Husband for Christmas. Actually, I didn't even audition for that movie. A friend of mine, she tagged me on social media, and I remember, okay, I'll go back a little bit. I met the writer a few years ago. She wanted me to audition. At the time, I was running a business, I was doing my nursing. So she was actually doing a promotion for the movie. No, it was a stage play. And I told her, I said, okay, I'm going to audition. I never got around to doing it. So a few years passed, and someone actually tagged me into her post. And I'm like, oh God, look at God. So I actually missed that audition, but I agreed I agreed to go in there as an extra. So I got there, and I remember someone calling me. They were like, come here, we want to put you in a role. So that's it happened so fast. So that's how I got the role in that. Yeah, it was a
Wow.
blessing.
Absolutely. Because when it's for you, it's for you, no
It's for
matter
me.
what the time looks like. God doesn't see time in the way that we do. So it was for you. So we have a question coming in that says, are you a SAG actress?
No, no. I'm very inspired. I'm Christian based though. I'm more of a Christian based actress. I would love to work alongside Tyler Perry, more inspirational type of. acting. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And someone is saying that's dope. Absolutely. I love that you said that you establish your values and your principles because that guides the work that we do. Let's see. It says, "Are you still willing to counseling in the modeling industry?" So some people are wondering if you're willing to train others in the modeling industry.
That I can see myself doing that. I'm open.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are sparking it. You're speaking to a winner. So she knows what it takes to be a winner. She knows what it takes to walk in a room with confidence and to use your past as a catapult to your future. Now, so you've done modeling, you've done pageantry, you've done acting and nursing too. What's next for you?
I actually am writing. I started writing. Yeah, I found my dad. I've been looking for him since all my life, actually. I kind of shut down 2016. I put everything on hold and I prayed. I built my relationship with God and He put it in my spirit to start writing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on getting a book out there.
Okay. Now, I know a lot of times authors and writers don't want to tell you too many details about the book. What details are you willing to share with us?
It's inspiring. It's based on me growing up without my dad and how I use that to push me to where I am now.
Absolutely. And you said so much in that simple statement that a lot of us have things that we feel like are a hindrance to us being successful. That, maybe we didn't have a dad in our life. Maybe we didn't grow up with a silver spoon in our mouth. Or maybe we grew up in an environment that didn't breed success. But we can definitely be successful. So, how did you make your way to Swag Her magazine?
Hmm. Actually, someone told me about the magazine.
Okay,
I've
okay.
always wanted to do magazine, even as a little girl. I'm not sure if you've heard of, what is it, Pageantry magazine?
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I was doing my pageants at the time, and I remember getting something in the mail. I was probably 14, and I was ranked in one of the top 10. And my mom, she didn't do anything with that, so I'm here. I'm going for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're getting some more questions over here. One, I want to answer. Someone was asking they need help with their business. You're in the right space. Swag Her Magazine is the right space for entrepreneurs that want to get their message and service and products in front of the right customers. So if you are interested in getting assistance, marketing, giving yourself the platform to get in front of the right customer, then you want to make sure you DM Swag Her Magazine. Send a message over there because just like we're talking to Cherokee Marie, we can be talking to you about the wonderful things that you're doing in the community. So for you and anybody else that wants to promote your business, when this live is over, you make sure you send a message to let them know, hey, I'm interested in promoting my products. I would love to be able to make that business to business connection. So I've got to get down to this question because I get excited about this question. The brand engineer asks, do you have experience with cotillions? I get excited thinking about the ladies in the white dresses and the white gloves and all the preparation that goes into cotillions. What comes in your thought bubble when you hear cotillions?
I would have to say I don't have experience in that, but one of the things that comes to mind would be like a wedding planner or something of the sort, something along the line of that.
Absolutely. And so I'm just going to take that same thought and walk it out a little bit more. So if you are interested in either hosting a cotillion, or if you're interested, if you know a young lady who wants to participate in a cotillion, I definitely would say someone with Cherokee Marie's experience in terms of modeling, in terms of being in front of public audiences, that definitely will benefit you. So if you're looking for coaching, she says she might do it. So you want to make sure you reach out to her because this is a great time to begin to build your confidence. Cotillions are very public spaces. And so you want your daughter or her escort to feel very, very comfortable when you're singing their praises. And it's sort of a coming out, if you will, introduction to society. And it's steeped in tradition. So if you're ready to mirror tradition and you're ready to bring it forward to 2020, I definitely say get some pageant training. Talk to someone who's like Cherokee Marie, who's had that training. So I'm a sucker for cotillions, and I'm probably going to go back to that for my own daughter. So I definitely think that's important. Okay, let's see. So we're talking about, let's see, I want to make sure that I don't miss anybody's questions. You're getting so many congratulations over here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. And someone says they just like listening to your voice. I think that's just from listening to your voice. Absolutely. So they're saying you should definitely get even more paid gigs when you're acting, because just listening to your voice, they already hear the motivation you can do when you're acting. Okay, so we're acting, we're writing. What is a way that the members of the community can get in touch with you? Or what announcement would you like them to get in touch with?
I'm in mental health right now. I've always wanted to work alongside psychiatrists and so forth. I'm at BJC. You can connect with me on Instagram. I'm Cherokee Marie. Facebook, I'm Cherokee Marie. Also on, I can't think of it right now, but those are the main two you can connect with me on.
Okay, and I know that the world is turned upside down when it comes to movies. So how do people connect with the movie to be able to see you in the film and support your work?
You can connect if you're on Hulu, or if you have Amazon. I'm on Prime, A New Husband for Christmas, and I believe the Nicolas Cage film is still on Hulu. It was at the Toronto Festival. It showed worldwide. It was in selective theaters. Yeah, so.
Absolutely. So I'm just typing it in over here. A New Husband for Christmas and where to get it. Let's see. I was saying, that the world is turned upside down when it comes to movies, because some theaters are not open, some theaters are open. Exactly. So I'm really grateful that you shared that. So that the one thing we know we can access is the internet, right? So we can bring the movies home. And what a wonderful way to start the holiday season. Exactly. With a wonderful holiday movie, something you can watch with the kids, because it's not going to be something that's going to be someone else said it. # A New Husband for Christmas. I got to pin that comment. Absolutely. And you really want to make sure that you are supporting other women of color. Yes. Making sure you're representing and supporting them. Someone says, I'm going to watch it and support you.
Thank you.
So we can say that you actually got to speak to one of the actors in the movie. Absolutely, absolutely. So what would you say to that 13-year-old girl who's like you, who was shy, who didn't necessarily have the training yet, had a lot of different things going on in her background, of her mind, and in her home life? What bit of wisdom would you share with her?
I would tell her to be herself. Don't change who you are. Follow your heart. Pray. You're not too young to pray. Look to God and continue to follow your heart and follow your dreams, and don't allow anyone to make you do things that you're not comfortable with.
That's some deep stuff right there. And it's especially poignant for you to say that, because I know in the media field and in film and things like that, it's easy to compromise. It's easy to think that in order to get ahead, you have to compromise, or you have to compromise your values. So you're saying that, don't let anybody do anything that you did. Don't do anything that you're not comfortable with, means a lot. So we talked about your past, we talked about your present and your future. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself inspiring. I love to inspire. I love to uplift. I just want to follow my heart. I want to follow my dreams, and wherever God leads me, that's where I want to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I am just loving this conversation. I'm walking away from it with really good and positive vibes. But I want to know from you, what are some lasting thoughts that you want to share with the community? If they hear nothing else that we talked about this evening, what do you want them to hear?
I want you guys to stay safe, be blessed, and be yourself. Follow your heart, put God first, and that's just it. Stay grounded, and with God, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely. She said it. That can be put on the shirt. With God, you cannot go wrong. And like you said, stay grounded, because if you're staying grounded in him and in his word, nothing can go wrong. Absolutely. Because ultimately he's got you covered. I had a wonderful
Thank
chit
you.
chat with you. This was such a wonderful, I can't wait to go see the film. And
Thank
I
you.
want to challenge the community that's listening to this. You're inside, you're staying safe. Now the temperatures are dropping outside. Why not snuggle up with a hot cup of cocoa? Why not put on your comfortable PJs and watch a movie called A New Husband for Christmas? Because not only are you supporting family time, but you're supporting that beautiful face you see on the screen right now. And do us a favor, why don't you? Why don't you take a picture of the screen you're watching it and sitting at the Swagger magazine, so they know to bring Cherokee Marie on back, because Swagger magazine is consistently bringing stellar people at the height of their profession, at the height of their expertise, so that you know how to stay in the here and now. So if you're one of those entrepreneurs who's ready to take skyrocket, if you're trying to be successful like Cherokee Marie right there, why don't you make a strategic connection with Swag Her Magazine? Now, if you're searching for support around your dream career, I am your life and career strategist. I have a passion for helping melanin millennial moms who want high achieving careers. Maybe you want to be an actress. Maybe you want to be a nurse. Maybe you want to be an author. Maybe you even want to be in the mental health field. Cherokee's already shown you your career is a series of different professions. You can taste test all of them, if you will. So I want to encourage you. Check her out, DM her, so she can let you know what upcoming project she has, and you can be on her mailing list for that book when it drops, because it's going to be a powerful book. You can also message me for Millennial Money Moves that's coming up next week. So if you like what you heard, tell Swagger Magazine, bring Cherokee Marie back. Cherokee, it's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Pleasure with you. Thank you.
I sure hope you have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Thank you.
All
Bye-bye,
right.
guys.
Bye-bye.